This month on Group X Appeal, we are bringing the Fit Expo straight to you.
We hit the floor at the Los Angeles Fit Expo, interviewing some of the most inspiring minds in our industry. Leaders in group fitness, strength, recovery, wellness, and performance.
Yes, and these are the coaches, the creators, and the change makers shaping the future of fitness. And in today's episode, you're going to hear their stories, their expertise, and the real world strategies they use to help people move better, feel stronger, and live healthier lives.
And if this lights you up, make sure you join us at the Fit Expo in Anaheim, right here in our own backyard at the Anaheim Convention Center, August 29th and 30th.
Yes, click the link below for tickets, DM us, and come experience the energy, the education, and community in person.
Absolutely. All right, let's get into today's conversation. Hey there, welcome to Group X Appeal. I'm Kimberly Springglick.
And I'm Terry Shorter. We're excited to bring you this hot and sweaty podcast.
With over 25 years of experience each in the health and fitness industry, we're here to share hilarious, heartwarming stories from our lives and careers.
And offer practical nutrition tips, expert exercise advice, and strategies for holistic well-being and a positive mindset.
Group X Appeal is your go-to source for inspiration, motivation, and a few laughs along the way.
So tune in and let us help you be the healthiest, happiest version of you.
Welcome back to Group X Appeal, everyone. Kimberly Springglick here with
Terry Shorter.
And not just, we're here at the Fit Expo in Los Angeles. So we are getting to meet some really incredible people, some great, amazing humans who are making a difference in the world, fitness and beyond. And we have with us Glenn and Ryan from Fettle Fitness Education. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
So happy to get to spend some time with you. So we got to chat with Glenn and Ryan for a few minutes before we went on here, but we want to ask you to just start to share with us. First with you, Glenn, would you just share with us what is Fettle?
So Fettle means wellness in health. I do have a funny story which I didn't tell you guys.
Oh, can't wait to hear it. Give us some.
I'm ready.
So when Ryan and I started Fettle Fitness, we played around with a few different names, as you do, as I'm sure you guys did.
Yeah.
And we settled on Fettle Fitness Education. At the time, we were in Dubai at a conference, and so we settled on it. We bought the domain name, registered the company name, we did all that. But when we got back to the UK, we realized that there is another Fettle, which is Fettle and stuff. Sure. So naturally took you, and we got Fettle Fitness Education. But hey,
Where's Hysteria?
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Some extra hits.
And now Fettle means wellness in what language?
In Irish.
In Irish. Guess where they're from?
Of course.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about coming to conferences like this to, continue your education journey. You meet people from all over the place, and we have no idea we have the opportunity to see these guys. I've had the pleasure of meeting them once before, working out with them as well, and it's good to see you guys again.
I know. Yeah, we love it.
And next up, we're going to go to Ireland and see that.
November, right?
Tell us how Fettle came to be, Glenn, from your perspective, and then we'll let you around.
So I'll rewind all the way back.
Baby.
So the fitness industry, I fell into it. I was a prison guard. I had a great job. I loved my job. But I was a little bit overweight. And I had this brother. And you're talking about brothers. And my brother's older. After a bit of time, he convinced me to get an indoor cycle class. So I went along, and I didn't get it. So my surprise, I quite enjoyed it. I kind of thought, I can do this. I can ride this bike that doesn't move anywhere.
Don't have to wear a helmet. I'm not going to fall off.
Exactly.
No cars, no potholes.
I have fallen off a bike a time or two before, but that's a story for another day.
Right.
So then I sort of got into it after a few weeks. I started to realize that this instructor's great. Because imagine instructors making a difference in the world. Right? This instructor's great. And I kind of thought, I think I'd quite like to do that. And my real story comes from this next part, which is I went into my real job that evening to work a night shift. And when I opened my emails, there was an email from the boss of the prison asking for volunteers to take an indoor cycle course.
Do you hear that?
It was just destiny, right? It
That's
was meant to
great.
be.
Amazing. I love that.
So I took the course. What I didn't get to tell you guys was, in hindsight, looking back at that course, it wasn't the best education I've ever had.
Sure.
but it definitely got me started.
Yeah, got you
It
going.
made me hungry for education, for indoor cycling. So then I kind of decided I'm going to buy some bikes. I bought a big van. I drove around parts of the north of Ireland, delivering indoor cycle classes to sports teams, colleges, youth groups.
Okay, first of all, that's commitment. So for a lot of people who don't know, bikes, indoor cycling bikes are not light.
No, they're not.
They're not easy to transport and carry.
Not easy.
But he did it.
Yeah, I loved it. I kind of wanted to take indoor cycling to people who had the experience.
That's awesome.
So then after a little while, and I kind of had to decide between my career job or this kind of fun side gig.
Happens.
Yeah.
And the fun side gig, thanks to the support of some wonderful people, the fun side gig, and I pushed through, and it didn't take long for a little bit of noise to be made, and a couple of the big brands in indoor cycling came and asked me to work as an educator for them.
Oh, awesome.
Which has been incredible because it gives you access to more wonderful people on a bigger scale.
Big network.
And yeah, so then during COVID, obviously education slowed down, and I kind of thought this might be an opportunity for me to build my own brand in education. And Ryan, who I had delivered education to around 15 years ago, and we'd stayed in touch, and I knew the qualities that Ryan would bring. So, I mean, you guys work together, so you know that part of the joy of this is being connected with wonderful people and sharing the experience and the collaboration. So, so Ryan and I hooked up again, and like I said to you guys earlier, it's been around 5 years in the making. We've been around 3 years in actual production, and it's just been such a wonderful experience.
And I remember you saying you started in cycle education, but you go to other modalities too. What are some of the others?
Yeah, so now we have with over 10 different CPD training courses. So I'll not name them all, but we have indoor cycling, we have kettlebells, suspension training, circuit training, good old-fashioned circuit training, right?
Yeah. See, I'm going anywhere.
No, it's not. We have boxing fitness. Ryan, anything else that I'm missing there?
We also go further than that too. We do the GLP-1 stuff. We're very big in the science of that, as we know. It's kind of taken over the fitness industry. And if you're not getting involved in it, you're going to get left behind. So, and many other things as well. We're trying to keep up with the newer trends, like tread, for example, which is treadmill-based fitness.
Yeah.
Some of the t-shirt things as well, which are pretty cool. So yeah, we're getting involved in a lot of stuff, which is awesome.
So we love it. We're so passionate about it.
Obviously, yeah, you love it all. All right, so Ryan, you got a story. How did you get mixed up with this guy?
Yeah. I know, and I'm trying to get away from it for so long.
No, you're not.
I'm stuck.
I know, but there's just something there.
There is. It's like a glue, isn't it? I don't know.
Please don't tell the airline story.
Oh, I'm going to have
Too late. Too late.
There's an
No,
earlier
no,
story, but we'll get to that. So, way back when, I know I look beautiful now, but I didn't always look this way. And I didn't ensue confidence. And I went to my first group fitness class a long, long time ago. And the coach said he's up there, really confident, kind of really bold, really out there. And I thought, wow, I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And I kind of went through that whole process of, well, if I go and do some education, become a trainer, maybe I'll just flick a switch and that'll be me. So that was kind of how I fell into it a little bit. So I went, and that's where I met Glenn as a coach. And he kind of instilled that confidence in me a little bit, which kind of helped push along.
I think I maybe instilled a little bit too much confidence.
It happens.
But it kind of went through that, and I didn't have an easy journey. I have to say, when I started as a coach, as I say, I was a really young kid, so didn't have great skin, wasn't in great shape either. And the industry, I think, at that time was very much if you're not beautiful, six-pack abs, you're not going to make it.
I remember.
It was hard. It was hard going, right?
Yeah.
So I really struggled in the early days. And I think that happens to a lot of people too, where they get in expecting, I'll just do a bit of education and I'm going to be an online coach and make millions, right? But it doesn't happen. And then they give it up too quickly.
Yeah.
So I kind of really stuck at it. And with the help of Glenn as well, kind of moved into, so I've done a little bit of everything from personal training to online coaching. And then I wanted to move into the technology side. So I actually went and built my own kind of version of apps and that sort of stuff.
Wow.
So that's kind of where the online version of Fettle really came from. And we've been really, really lucky. It's allowed us to travel the world, which is where the airline story comes in. We were actually on our way to Dubai. And the Glenn had to go to the toilet because he needs to pee quite a bit. He's getting old. And the other hostess came down to me and she said, "Would your dad like a drink?" So he's never forgot that.
Yo, I've got feelings, right? People forget that we have feelings.
I'll tell you what.
But I don't look as like old enough to be his
Not a
dad.
chance.
Well, not too sure. Not too sure. But it's been a fantastic journey with Fettle. And we mentioned kind of earlier on, we're we always say local, not local to the States, of course, but we're always two local guys, very down to earth. Everything we do is about the experience. And we don't kind of build our education with the view of, you're going to make millions from this. We are the experts in everything we do. It's all about being humble and authentic, and we're just about the experience. So we want people to come and do our stuff to have that experience and really enjoy what they do. And that's what we're all about.
Isn't that what it's always about?
Yeah,
right?
of course.
What
I
we
mean,
do.
we joked earlier, we said we don't do this for the money, right?
Thank goodness.
Yeah, right. So,
Very
you know,
disappointed.
and right from the start, whenever Ryan and I got into business together, we said, look, this has to be fun, has to be enjoyable, just like a group fitness class.
Yeah.
If we want people to come, we got to be infectious, right? We got to make it a fun experience, because fitness is just a little part of it.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So-
small sliver.
You were saying earlier you do like a hybrid. You do in-person trainings, but you also have online. Like, how does that come to life?
So in person, I mean, I'll be honest, I love in person because,
I'm a hugger, so
right, yeah, you get to meet people, right?
You don't get the same infectious energy otherwise either.
To be honest, you know, I kind of bought the online dream that if we create an online platform, we'll be able to sell it and make money while we sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. To be honest, I mean, it's quite strong. It does quite well. But the face-to-face stuff is
That's where it's fulfilling.
I'll never be replaced.
And I think, especially after COVID, people are very hungry for that in-person approach to do, aren't they? So,
Absolutely.
It's funny because I think with COVID, we swapped so far into the virtual space, and now it kind of swung back. So now the hybrid is really the way to go.
Yeah.
So for convenience and broadening your reach, the online, but for the experience and the connection, being able to be in person, it's just the way to go.
Irreplaceable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree.
Very
What
cool.
you got, Mr. Shorter?
You guys, you mentioned the growth of your business, the fact that you're traveling to different parts of the world. You shared with us earlier that you are planning your own event like the Fit Expo in Ireland, which we absolutely would love to go.
Expo in Ireland?
Yeah, I used to live in London. I lived there for about a year.
Yeah.
Enjoy the people, enjoy the time, enjoy not necessarily the weather, to be honest with you, because I'm a Southern California kid. But it was one of the best experiences ever. But I never made it to Ireland. So tell us
We've
about.
got time.
Listen, November. Yeah. No, tell us about the.
For the guys watching, you probably just noticed it going in for my face. So I always like to think of myself as the ideas guy in partnership. Ryan's the guy that makes things happen. But actually, this is the other way around. Ryan came up with this idea, and I kind of have the fear. So yes, November 2026.
28th, 29th.
Yeah,
November.
I can't even remember the dates. I'm panicked that much about it.
It's one day, November
29th.
28th and 29th.
Yeah, so 2 days.
Weekend.
Oh, fun.
So we have booked the largest expo area in Ireland, and we're just stepping out in faith. So if any of your listeners would like to come and visit, I'm sure there'll be a link to buy some tickets. We would love to have you guys come along. It would be incredible. Come and do a little talk class and a workout. That would be incredible. But yeah, so we're a marketer's nightmare. We've met with marketers and they're like, okay, you need to niche down. And that's a big thing we hear in the fitness industry all the time.
Yeah.
Niche. And we're like, yeah, we hear you. But actually, we want to be all things to all people.
Sure.
Which is even more panicky. Ryan, over to you.
But fitness is its own niche, so you got
Yeah.
that going for you.
That's awesome. I love that. I'm going to use that.
Absolutely.
Next time we meet with the marketer.
We need to drop that
Been
in.
really
Yeah.
sad.
She's the expert.
She is the expert, yeah.
No, totally. And we've always said, going back to our whole ethos of experience, we've done many of these shows from the States to Dubai, And every time we always come back to the same thing. Why do we not have that back home?
Yeah.
And that's always a real pain point for me. And it's a real frustration.
Sure.
Not that I love traveling, I love coming, but we just want to bring something back home to the people that can't travel.
Exactly.
And so it's always been from the beginner who starts to the pro athlete that's there, to the bodybuilder, to the Pilates guy, whatever it is, we want to bring it home. We want to make an absolute fantastic experience. When you walk in that door, your first question is, how do I do this again next year?
Right.
I gotta be there. So,
And when's the next one?
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
I think that there should be a Fit Expo in every country
Completely.
because it's all about people coming together and everybody being like-minded in the sense that we want to
Like-spirited.
live our healthiest way of life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what could be
kudos
better?
to you
Yeah,
for
kudos.
doing that.
Yeah,
It is a leap of faith.
It is.
However, I think it is being kind of guided for you, and you're going to make such a splash.
Yeah.
Thank you
Huge
so much.
splash.
I appreciate that.
Huge splash. And this is somebody who has put on conventions like this across the country. In Chicago, in Dallas, in Minnesota, where else? So she's been there, done that. So another resource, another person to network with, should you have questions or need the
Keep
support.
your phone on, Kimberly.
I can help you in any way.
Thank
I
you.
will.
Appreciate it.
Definitely.
And ultimately, I mean, where else are you going to get somewhere where you can share a huge collective of fitness people with new ideas, fresh approaches, learn something new?
Yeah.
So,
And it is the connection.
It is, and you guys are doing it at the prime time of year too, right before the holidays, where people are open, they're receptive, they're ready for to experience something new, to carry them into the new year for hope and to reset their goals and allow them to see set their intentions differently. So yeah, hats off to you guys. I think you guys are bringing a huge gift to your community, to your country.
Thank you.
Right? That's awesome. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Right? Might as well be.
Why not you?
yeah, exactly.
So we heard a bit about each of your individual stories and the story of how Fettle came to be. But what is it that inspires you to keep going? Because this is like the long game, right?
Yeah.
So what inspires you to stay with it?
So, like I said, whenever I started out, I kind of thought, yeah, I can do that. And then there was a middle part of me that thought, if I've got to do it, I might as well get paid to do it. Right?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
The money hasn't changed. I still get paid the same. But it is just about, I don't know if it's an ego thing. Well, I get such a kick out of helping people.
Yeah.
When somebody comes to you and says, you've inspired me to do this, and I think about how that first indoor cycle instructor inspired me. And now how many times people have come to me and said, I would like to do what you do. And, I think you can choose whether you think this must look too easy if they think they can do this, or you can think, wow, I'm changing that person's life for the better. They want a bit of this. And I choose that. I just love helping people. I love motivating and inspiring people. And, I said on a podcast recently, I think fitness is going to save the world. And I think that sounds very dramatic, but little piece by piece, when we can change people's lives through fitness, I think it just has such a, massive effect.
It's the ultimate preventative approach.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Method of all the cure every time.
Yeah. And how about you, Ryan? What inspires you?
Glenn, I'll tell you, I get so excited by the simplest of things. When somebody drops one line and just said, wow, that was amazing, that really did that to me. That speaks difference. Like, I always think back to that kid that I mentioned at the start that almost gave up. Okay, so whether it's our online course, just thank you very much. That made a difference. That gave me that push to keep going. That's better than a bit. All right, I need to highlight that one. That's a kid.
That, by the way, is the opposite ego.
Yeah.
I get
Absolutely. Absolutely. Always being observed. That's why we're all, because all the time, I know you can't see what we're seeing right now. Behind us,
But
you
he's
can
going to
see,
tease you about it. It's big feel.
yeah, speaking of connection, speaking of happiness behind us. And this is what, the kind of energy that we love being around. I know you guys must as well.
Yeah. So I was in a restaurant recently. You might recognize the branding. So I'm not mentioning the restaurant, but on the wall it said "Love all, serve all."
Okay.
And I just thought, I love
Love
that.
all, serve all.
Yeah, I love that.
I I'm a choose love kind of girl.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so how can people find you, follow you, learn about the events, education, everything?
So our branding for Fettle is Fettle Fitness Education. Yeah, I'm also on all social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the whole lot. Myself personally, it's Ryan O'Reilly Coach. Being on all platforms as well. And our website is up, Fettle, we're all there.
For me, you can find me at iCycle, NI. So iCycle, Northern Ireland, or Linda. Same on all platforms. Fettle, as Brian has already said, find us on our website, Fettle Fitness Education.
Yes,
And then information about the
Oh, I knew
and the events
I knew you were going to bring that back up.
in November.
In November, yeah.
So the November event, 28th, 29th of November in the Icon Exhibition Centre in Ireland, Northern Ireland, North of Ireland, whatever you want to call it. We got to be political for our own back home. But it is at wellfitexpo.com. Be able to find all the information there for that. So
fantastic. So that's exciting.
So exciting.
I'm really excited for it because we know the possibilities.
Yes.
And we know that by you being here all the way from Ireland to Los Angeles, California, it shows your level of commitment, your level of seriousness, your level of excitement and passion, which I know you're going to put into your event, and people are going to feel it. They're going to love it.
Geek out on that stuff.
Yeah, we do. And they're going to want to know when the next one is in 2027.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
So awesome. Well, we thank you guys so much
for having us.
joining us today.
thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Oh yeah, all right.
Tell you what to do.
Thank you so much.
I do. So thank you so much for joining us today with Fettle Fitness, Glenn, and for Ryan. Make sure you follow them. They give you all their information to contact them, to follow them, to be a part of their community as well, whether you're local or not. Technology knows no distance now.
That's right. And mark your calendar for the November and then to Ireland
We'll see you there.
for the Wellfit Expo.
Absolutely. And so that wraps it up for us today. Thank you for joining us for Group X Appeal. I'm Terry Sorter.
I'm Kimberly and Terry.
And as always, we wish you a great day today, right?
It's a great day to have.
Yes, it is. Peace out.